Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakah Kadash, double honor to the apostles at Great Millstone, ruling well. Yeah, man, so as you can see on the screen, which I'm going to go into a quick piece of information, but this is a, a woman from England. There's a tomb in a cathedral, so to speak, and a lot of these were rulers and rulers of different provinces in England, in districts, because you got the districts, the shires and stuff like that. And you can clearly see on the screen that this is a so-called black woman. Clearly, bro. You know, and she got the head, dress thing, which you could clearly see an afro would be up in that anyway. Or tied up. And like I said, if you look at the nose, you look at the eyes, you look at the lips, see the nose is chipped off. And this is the typical thing that we see with these types of statues and stuff. The nose is always chipped off. I wonder why that is. Now let me prove to you, because let me show you, man. Let me go to this article here, and I'm going to show you that these things are here. Now this is a website I've come across, because like I said, a lot of these things, most of them are in towns where you jakes are not at, man, and and you're gonna get stared at from eye to eye, from ear to ear, from foot to head. You're gonna be stared at like you're a Martian, mate, from another realm. You're just being in the towns. Anyway, this is Ashbourne, Derbyshire town centre. Okay, and obviously these Edomites put this information together because they're the ones by it now. It says the earliest part is a chancel with its early English lancet windows in the north and south walls. There is a very early brass plate commemorating the dedication of the church on the 24th of April, 1241. So we was ruling in around these periods of times, in what they call the Dark Ages, Middle Ages, because we took over Rome. You've seen the Apostle Paul's been going into all that stuff, man, about the particular Caesars, that pretty much you would have fought with Edomites, but with Jakes, and you can see from the statues, and that was quite early on in the Roman Empire. We started to get in positions, and we took it over. Anyway, Hugh de Paschal, Bishop of Coventry and Lichfield, the nave and the south aisle were built in the latter in the 13th century, but there was no north side. From 10 years from 1270, the church was property of Vale Row Abbot, the gift of Henry III. So all these dudes were Jakes, and it lists a few names and a few adaptations and stuff. So let me go down. And eventually, man, Jake set up this whole Middle Age system over there in Europe, because these icons and facts are all throughout Europe. Now, like I said, what I've noticed about England is like a lot of the stuff is not really paintings, which there are paintings, but they're damn sure hard to come by. But then you gotta go in these creepy neighborhoods with these creepy devils. It says the Cockatane tombs. St. Oswald's is remarkable in having a very fine set of medieval tombs that have escaped destruction at the Reformation, during the Civil War, and at the hands of the Victorian modernizer Sir George Gilbert Scott. Okay, it says, behold, I show some of these connected to single family. The Cockayanes of particular interest are those individuals who took part in events of national significance, such as the Battle of Shrewsbury, and Henry the give me a sec. Henry the Eighth's wars in France. The other families with impressive tombs are the Bradbournes and Boothbys, and these were Israelites, man. And this is some of the proof. Look at these tomb effigies. Come on, man. That's a so-called Negro with a beard. It's funny how these lads have got beards, because Jakes were into the beards, man. The Romans and the Greeks, they weren't into beards. they were into beards, man. Which you had some among, you had, but I'm talking about them Edomite, like Alexander the Greek. He was written that he loved shaving and he pushed that in the military and all that sort of stuff, man. Okay. So look at this image. Okay, so this is actual tomb statues over in England, and they've got them all over the world, all over Europe, in different parts of Europe, Russia, Czech Republic, here, there, you know what I mean? Germany, France. Okay, and you can clearly see that these, so this is Sir John Cocaine. I'm just messing about, man. Cocaine, and his wife Margaret. Now come on, man. Come on, look at the features on these people, man. They don't look like so-called white peoples, man. They look like so-called Negroes, bro. Look at the thick the lips are and the nose. You can't get around these facts, these archaeological facts. Okay? So this is an ongoing series I'm going to do about so-called black history of Europe, and I'm going to come out with a lot of information if the Lord wills it, man, because, and Lord willing, man, we're going to start visiting these places if the Lord permits it, because like I said, some of these places are in the middle of fucking nowhere. Right, these devils, man. Oh, man, it's just ridiculous, man. I mean, one time we filmed, and we was in the castle, and this white woman, she literally just stopped, put her hands together, it looked like a Masonic pose, and was just staring at us, man, right in front of us, not saying a word, you know, which they ain't got power over us anyway. But that's what them devils like to do, to try to make you feel uncomfortable, because they're weak inside, you know. They're weak, man. They gotta do that passive aggressive bullshit too. Anyway, as you can see, like you can see the screen, man. There's just no denying this, man. That's clearly a so-called black woman, and that dude's clearly, and that's looks what, a knight. He's in knight's regalia, and his nose is chipped, his lips are thick. So we weren't just in Africa, even though we was in Africa in the Middle Ages, and we had kingdoms on the west coast of North Africa and all that, whatever. Because you got a lot of Israelites in North Africa, man, Morocco and all that. A lot of these dudes you run into from there, they're Israelites, man. Russia. Now, you just want to say, oh, you just good as Africans. No, that's a lie. So there's the proof, man. There's your proof. Matter of fact, let me get one scripture out, man. This is the book of Amos 3:7. It says, Amos 3:7, surely the Lord Yahweh would do nothing but he reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And that's why it's mainly brothers, you know, the Israelite brothers are going into this information, man. Okay? Why is that? Because the Lord's put the Spirit on us, man. And that's what our job is to do, is to prophesy against this place, bring out all the hidden things that they've been hiding. And the Lord revealed this, man. The Lord revealed this stuff, because we're the main ones talking about it. See, a lot of you people, you keyboard warriors and you other individuals, you're not doing anything. You ain't doing anything, man. You ain't warning nothing. How are you going to get rewarded if you don't do the work? You want to be rewarded. It's just ridiculous, man. How people gonna wake up if it's down to you guys? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't talking. Now look at this. Come on, you can clearly see they're dark, and they did it that way by purpose, man. Because I got a lot of these, and you can see they got broad noses and thick lips. I'm gonna bring all this out for the Spirit, man. Now who's this now? The brass on the top of Francis Cocaine's tomb. Now I can zoom in with some other, but these are all black women, so-called black women, and so-called black men, knights, and the women had their head covered. That's another thing about you Israelites under this man's system, man. America, Britain, you're all into this. You're all into this Roman system that that America got from the Roman Empire, man. They've got their system from the Roman Empire, bro. America's Rome all over again. So you got this women's lib, democracy, women's worship, this, that, all this crap, which destroys the families and all that, and all this other stuff, man. Shaving your beards, you know. The man ain't the head of the house, all these different things. But you can see that these women have got their head covered, man. And most of the music back then was music that was praying, even though it was going off. But it was mainly religious. When you Jakes make songs nowadays, you beatboxing or you just talking shit. Which I'm not saying that, you can't get you ain't got skill for beatboxers. I'm just saying that you ain't got no fucking proper direction, man. So like I said anyway, man, as you can see, we ruled Europe, man. This is proof. Okay. The Brandborn tomb. So these are tombs. These are tombs, man. Now over in England, so like I said, you can't get around this information. You just can't, bruv. Now, Esau at all costs doesn't want you to know this, but you go to the average. You see, British devils are proud, man. You go up to them and tell them this, man. These dudes are proud, bruv. Esau, the Bible tells you Esau's a proud man. We gotta start throwing this in their face. Cause these devils, all of them, they think they're the queen. You ain't the queen. You guys are in slavery, man. You walking around, acting all posh and all that, and you ain't got shit. You got a standard job. You ain't on no level. Okay, so there you go, man. So they're the tombs right there in these cathedrals here. See, we built these things. Okay. Now, you ain't gonna see no Jakes in these buildings, man. Trust me. You're just gonna see devils, man. And these devils don't believe in the Most High, so I don't even know why you even in there. Even though these churches are going off. Now let me finish with this image that I was had up on the screen. Now this woman here, I'm not exactly sure who she was. So I said, let me go and do some digging. But Lord willing for the Spirit, I'll find out who this is, because this I like this icon, man. It's kind of just straight up in your face, which a lot of them are in your face. You can't get around this. I did a video about a statue of Charles Blackboy, and you know what, man? You still had a lot of people were saying good things, but you had this odd Edomites, doing that, some stupid, just some stupid underhand tactics. Absurd. I mean, Africa, just shut the hell up, man. You know what I mean? The information's coming out, and that's why you devils are all messed up. You shocked. And you got a lot of devils. I wonder what you think when you see these things. I just want to know. I'm wondering what goes into your head, man. What you want to use, like, make a video, you Edomites, and just let me know what you think about when you see these things, because these things are hidden from Jake. Anyway, the Spirit of the Lord's bringing all this out, man. The Spirit of the Lord's bringing all this out. So there's good, so Lord willing, man, I'm gonna do some more on this, man, and going into covering some history and stuff, the Dark Ages, Europe, all that, and some other things, in the spirit, if the Lord wills, Rome and all that. So we'll see, but like I said, man, Revelations 20 says, the devil was going to be bound. The devil, the serpent, the dragon was going to be bound for 1,000 years, that he could deceive the nations no more. And that's when we put Esau into captivity. Then he shall be ruled, let out for a little season. That's his season now. And what has he done? He's covered up all these facts. He's deceived everybody. Just run around saying that he's the Lord's tribes. I'm the Jews. You ain't the Lord's chosen tribes. Are you crazy, man? Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.